Hey guys,
Hello, world.
welcome back to another episode of We Should Have Recorded That.
So we're doing it.
My name is Jasmine,
It's your girl, Sierra.
and this is episode number 12.
It's still lucky number 12.
Okay.
It's a full dozen,
Honestly,
12 months in a year.
right. I'm pretty sure when you think about what is that thing called? Numerology?
Yeah, it's probably a good
it's
number.
probably.
It's balanced.
Why not? Probably.
Number
I don't know
12.
nothing about that stuff,
Let's
though.
do this.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. I was trying to think before I hit record, like, what did I do last week or this week in general? I just did school. I didn't really do much of
School.
anything. I mean, school is school at this point. Like, I told you guys last week, what was going on, and we had a whole conversation about food, sharing food, whatever.
Jasmine's
Outside of
still a
that,
selfish person, but she's happy, so I'm happy for her.
let me say this. There's nothing wrong with being selfish sometimes.
I mean, it's still selfish. It doesn't make it less selfish, but
Yeah.
you're right. It's nothing wrong with it.
I didn't say it
I mean,
wasn't
let it be
selfish.
self-care. I mean, it's not a positive thing, like, let's say that, but for you, it's not negative.
I'll let you
We're just
shake my
gonna
head.
agree to disagree.
Good. Perfect.
Because I tried to just I told you as I've been thinking about it from last week, I still can't agree with you. So I'm gonna agree to disagree.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you be happy. I'm gonna keep doing my best to be a sweet, kind person and share my food.
Okay.
Mhm.
Before we continue, I don't know. I'm not saying it's doing anything, but your scarf might.
So we're gonna stop
No,
recording.
we're not. Keep
Oh,
moving.
okay. Just move.
Yeah.
Okay. Scarf, get out of here. Hopefully that wasn't causing any friction, guys, with scarf.
Mine was, I think, at one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm
But
aware.
how was your week?
My week was good. Got a lot of birthdays this week. My
Good.
family just go in waves. So right now, this week, we got Mike's birthday. Happy birthday, brother Mike. Patrice's birthday
Oh
is
yeah,
today.
today.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday,
Patrice.
Tracy. Miranda's birthday today.
Oh
Happy
my
birthday,
God.
Miranda.
What at Pisces?
Yes.
Interesting.
Makai's birthday is Monday, so I'm excited for that little man. He's turning 8, so this is his lucky number 8, so I'm excited for him.
Oh, happy
Hopefully
birthday,
he like
guys.
balances out. He's such aloof. Like that's the best way to describe him. It's beautiful, but he's just such aloof. Just
Hmm.
shrug his shoulders and go on about his life. Like that's it.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
So we actually had the kids while Deanna and Mike went to New York for Mike's birthday, and it was cool. We went and saw Sonic. That was actually
Oh, was
pretty
it good?
It was. I
heard the
It was worth.
preview.
Yeah, it was worth it. Like it was
Sorry.
funny. It was a
Yeah.
good time. It
Yeah.
actually was.
Good. I'll have to see it then. I've been
Yeah,
debating.
see Sonic, guys. Let's support it. I still haven't seen goddamn Photograph.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for Miranda, trying to
Yeah.
support people
Yeah.
for their birthdays.
I didn't hear nothing about it. I'm gonna see it. I don't know
I
how
heard-
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, I
but
heard
I'm
it
gonna
was all good, but it was all like the actual advertisements that people actually
Oh,
were reporting on. So it's
yeah.
like, but I'm sure it was still a good movie. I saw Issa and Lakeith doing some interviews, and they made me excited about seeing it again. So I went to see it this week.
That's interesting.
Oh, Valentine's Day was cool. We did
Oh,
have
yeah,
a little
okay.
party for the kids. Everyone got chocolate wasted. That was funny. Oh, and we watched Maleficent. That was our
Okay.
family movie
Nice.
night.
Nice. I
Maleficent.
still didn't watch that whole movie. I
It's
don't
so
think.
good. It
Sure.
was
Oh,
number
you mean
2.
you saw the second one?
Yeah, it was
that's
really
right.
good actually. So
Yeah.
I've been chilling. I'm back to work this week.
Yeah.
Not many complaints there. So
Yeah. Oh, and so guys, last week we were telling you we were
Yes.
frustrated because so what happened was we recorded a whole hour's episode,
an
and
entire
for whatever
hour.
reason it didn't save.
It just did.
So
Just went to press save,
right,
and it said
just
0-0.
right. So we don't know what took place. So I hope you guys still enjoyed last week's episode. But what we wanted to do for you guys last week, we're actually going to do this week. So everything happens for a reason. I think.
Yeah,
That was
and
a
I'm sure
test.
it was, and now it's like we had a week of preparation for
True.
what we want
I was
this show
thinking
to
about
be.
that
So I think
too.
this will be a great show, and
Yeah.
hopefully everyone can take something away from it.
Yeah. So thank you to everyone who responded on social media. We asked the question, what advice would you give your 18-year-old self? So thank you for all the responses. And just to let you know, that's what we're going to be talking about. Giving advice to our 18-year-old self and our 30-year-old self. We're not 30 yet.
It's coming.
We're not 30 yet.
It's coming. It's the next milestone year for us. So
yeah. Wow.
We'll get to that then.
Let me say something about that before we get into it though. Because
Lord.
No, it's just interesting because I just understand adults so much more. And I know we're adults.
I want to say because you're an adult.
I am an adult, but it's different. And let me explain it. So when you're in your early 20s, 25, even 26, 27 too.
A year ago?
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is, but you're looked at as being young still. And as soon as you turn 28, then now 20, I'm talking about how people view you.
Okay.
The younger people, 20, 19,
you're auntie
21.
Now?
I'm not, no one said that, but that's where it's going. Like, it's like, oh, you're older. And then for some people, it's like, it's honestly, excuse me, guys. Let me go ahead and, sorry about that. My phone went off, my 7 o'clock alarm. I'm using a different phone we're using a different phone to record. So anyway, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, so the 21-year-olds, 23-year-olds, they look at us now as like just being older, but so much older. Like, I'm like, sis, we're 3 years apart. Like, it's not a huge difference.
It's not
it's very odd.
But it is. I'm about to say, I see it.
I used to think like that, though, because I felt like they were so mature.
So for our, we have summer interns. So last summer, we had 2 of them. One was 22 and one was 24. And I literally had found myself saying, she's young. Like, who the hell do I think I am? Yeah, exactly. I'm 28 at the time. And I was just saying, like, trying to explain her, because one of the girls, like, came across, like, a little rude, but she really was just explaining herself.
Right.
But it was definitely forceful. And when I tried to just explain to the boss, I'm like, she's a little younger. Like, we're in a completely different ballpark, right. But I guess 6 years, it makes a big difference. Well, you've learned enough life lessons to know how to carry yourself in situations. Yeah, and obviously she don't know because she didn't mean any harm by her reaction or her response, but it wasn't correct. Right. It was actually wrong.
Right.
And she didn't know it. And it happened again where like she responded to an email again, like kind of matter-of-factly and aggressive, and someone else said, it's like, I think it's just because she's young. I'm like, yeah, I get it, because I've already kind of wrote her off in my head like that too. But it's like, she's a little younger, she doesn't mean anything by it, she got some time to grow up. We're at that 20 spot where it's like we need to be grown up.
It is a difference.
It's a difference.
I think about, I'm married, they're not. Like,
it's in their mind. It's nowhere near what they're thinking about right now. But you have to also think about, like, so 6 years, 18 and 12. Those are completely different arenas. Like, I feel like it's going to continue to be like that forever. Yeah, like, because I feel like early 30s,
40s and 50s, come on.
Early 30s and late 30s, I feel like you got completely different spaces in your life. Early 40, I'm getting my groove thing back. Now, late 40s, I'm 50. No, I feel like it's going to continue. It's going to continue to happen, Jasmine.
I see what you're
every
saying.
decade, it's going to keep happening to us again.
Oh, okay. It's always the 20-year-olds. It's their views.
Yeah.
Because once we turn 30 and we now interact with other,
so we're going to be young again.
Well, I'm not saying well, it's always a group that looks at us as being young, for sure. Yes. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't even know. I lost my train of thought a little bit, but it's just interesting how you're being viewed now. And it shocked me though, because it happened so fast. I'm like, because the girl, she was like, yeah, y'all know y'all older. And I was like, well, how old are you? 23. Girl, it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, don't add this separation now.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like, it's just like, yeah, y'all old.
But I think that's gonna be. You don't think that's gonna be worse when we turn 30, Jasmine?
Well, what I'm
Think
trying
about 30. At that point, it's going to be 30 and 25, and they're
Well,
going to think
I
we
am
live
older
completely different lives.
At 30, yes, I'm older than you. Like, it's a 10-year age difference.
I said 30 and 25. That's 5 years.
It's a difference.
But those are completely, yeah, I'm going to say those are completely
difference.
different places
And it's a
in life.
difference still for the 21-year-olds and the 28-year-old, because I remember being that age and thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, they older.
They old.
I never called nobody old, but I was like, they older.
I said they was old. I remember when I was 24, I actually posted it on Instagram. Ew, I'm about to be 24. That's what my post was. Yeah. And I'm like, that is just
you are sick.
24? Like,
so
what's
young.
happening? It's so young, but it was so close to 25, and it was so close to 30, and now we almost at 30. Yeah. And it's good that we're about to reflect and see
it's real.
What changes. Because I remember you saying, like, you wish that just when you were younger, you had some of the wisdom that you have now.
Yeah.
That means you've been growing and glowing.
Yeah,
so
it's a good thing. But, it's just kind of like, man, I'd rather have the knowledge.
Yeah.
Back then, I think
somebody was probably trying to tell us that we weren't listening.
You know what's, again, kind of interesting? This is kind of a little off topic, but how can I make this short? Me and Rich were listening to one of T.I.'s old songs, Memories. Mm-hmm. It's really not even, like, relevant to what we're talking about, but the advice that they were giving, I understand it way more now. It's like a lot of songs you can kind of go back into. Like, I was kind of like, enjoying it, just enjoying it. But it's like, Beyonce, Me, Myself, and I. Did anybody ever listen to the song?
We just was singing the words.
Yeah, that song
never hearing
it told you
any
everything you
meaning.
needed to know.
That's very true. Yeah, I love catching stuff like that. And especially in songs and things like, wow, like we just were singing this.
Yeah.
Not hearing any of the pain or the struggle or the lessons, nothing. Just going right over our head. Just singing. Just singing. That happened up there. I can't think what the song was, but I made that realization, like, yeah.
It's like, oh, dang.
Just wasn't for us.
No, it wasn't. And
here we go singing it.
But it irritates me. It's just like, but that's just life, and it's just about experiences, and that's just how it works. It's like, obviously it wasn't for you at that time.
That's what I was thinking when, we were tasked with just trying to think of what we would say to our 18-year-old selves. Yeah. And it's just like, think of all the things, all the stories that just built up to our life right now. Like, it definitely was learning lessons. Like, you took so much from it. Like, even if it was like so tough in those times, like, if you remove one of those pieces, everything could be different. Yeah. So that's right. I'm gonna choose to look at it as a positive thing. Good. Like, it didn't built up to.
And I can.
This. Yeah, you can.
If I could.
If you would have knew, right? I would go back and try to change some stuff, but it still made you
me.
I get what you're
saying. I get what you're saying. But if I could take
stop. I get what you're saying, but no, if I could go back, if I could rewind, if I could delete that, you can. We're gonna be optimistic, and we're gonna say you are the summation of.
Yeah, it's true, but I mean, yeah. So, so we wanted to start off giving advice to our 18-year-old selves. Mm-hmm. Did you want to start, or did you want me to go?
I mean, I'm still trying to figure out who the hell I was at 18. But
it was a trip.
I was a trip, but I was very, I just know at 18, so we were, let's say, coming out of school going into college. Mm-hmm. Everything's about to change right now. So that's just what I would focus on, because I think I was just so scared of that. I was just so scared of everything changing. Mm-hmm. Like we discussed, just even with choosing our schools. Yeah. Like, I was going to go to an entirely different school. I was going to go to Trinity. But I've realized, my friends, everyone's going to Morgan. Everyone got into Morgan. I'm like, this is a safe, cool choice to do for right now. So I made the choice to go to Morgan. I mean, my plans was still to leave Morgan, but I was like, for this year, I'm going to Morgan. I'm gonna be with my friends, and that's what I did. Wow. And I mean, I definitely don't regret that, because I don't know who the hell I would have been at Trinity. I don't know. Right. I could be Michelle Obama right now. But I just knew, like, I just didn't want that space just at that time. Yeah. So I would have been away from home, which I I didn't. No, I couldn't handle. And that's also the year where I started having my surgery, so I needed to be close home. Like I just knew I needed to try to keep some normalcy as much as I could, and that's what
Yeah.
I made sure I did
Yeah.
for 18. So, I mean, if I would talk to myself now, I might tell myself to take some chances
Okay.
because now I'm in a space where I want to take chances, like with career and with myself. And like, I haven't even been out of the country yet.
Mm.
And I'm still a little angsty about it, but I'm really telling myself now, like, you're gonna take these chances. At 18, if I would have maybe could have changed the trajectory of some things if I
Yeah.
would have just started 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's
So
good. That was honest. That was good. I didn't know that.
mhm.
And then for myself, I put because I'm reading what I wrote down. I said be open to experiences and people. And I just mean because I was definitely very rigid. Like,
Rigid.
yeah, I think so. Like, I just feel like things had to go a certain way. Like, I had to stick to a certain plan, which is fine in life. But sometimes life is about being spontaneous. So I wish I was way more spontaneous.
Okay.
I and I had a good time in college my freshman year, but it's just I feel like I could have had a way
Way
better
better
time if
let a
I just
little
let loose a
loose.
little bit. Like, I really think so. And then more so, I think I wish I could have, been more open to people. I feel like I was a little too judgmental of people.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely super judgmental of people. So it's just I had an opinion of you, and that's what it was. And I didn't really try to allow people to change my mind. Like, it's like I saw that one time only. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think of
That's
you now.
it.
Nothing really much you can do. I'm
Right.
not even interacting with you. So, and then even when I did get to know people, I wish I would have tried to maintain those relationships because people were cool, but I've been so stuck on like, oh, I need this to be like deep, this
Hmm.
relationship to go so deep, and we need to be like this,
Yeah,
which
I
is
get what
not
you mean.
true. Like, some relationships can be very surface. I mean, if it's just going to have lunch with that person, that's fine. It's not a thing. Because I had a real big thing on considering people friends. Like, I took the word friend so serious. And not that I don't anymore, but I've let go of the reins a little bit and I don't get so caught up in
And
it.
that could have been just like coming out of, I don't want to call it high school, but just
Mm-hmm.
because like you do hold on to those friendships. Like in high school, you go through so much, you're experiencing so much.
Mm-hmm.
So you're seeing each other every day. Those are different friendships. So the fact that you had those
Yeah.
and higgled some new people, you
Right.
like, no, I just know it's not gonna be the same. So let's just
Yeah,
let's
and,
just
and
not.
that's probably, but that was the whole thing about going and allowing things to be deep. But as you told me,
Hmm.
I mean, at one point in time, I didn't know y'all either.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
We all had to meet.
yeah. So it's just like, you gotta build the
Hmm.
relationship. But like, I think
And
you're
it
right.
was
I
just
think I just had friends, a nice amount of
you said, I'm,
friends,
I'm cool.
and I was cool with that. Like, and if I could go to the party and mingle with people, that was
Yeah, it was
fine.
enough for
But
you.
that's really not true because there were moments where I really wish I could have pushed myself harder to hang out with people. But I was in my head too much. I overthink too. So that's another thing. I would tell myself, please don't overthink, girl.
Don't
Like,
overthink.
it's too much actually. And it's funny because when my sister went to school, I told her like about events and stuff. Like, I really regretted not going to all of the events. Like I said, Jordan, the least, well, the thing is that you go, you don't like it, you can leave. But if you don't go, you missed it.
Yeah.
And I just,
Dang,
yeah,
that was deep. It was so simple, but it was so deep.
yeah,
Because that's like wrapping up everything, like
yeah,
fear and regret and
yeah,
everything
yeah,
in
basically.
that one little statement.
And that was it. That's exactly how I felt. Like, and I struggled with that the entire time I was in college. And I kind of
Mm.
let go a little bit. I would say my second year, I think the people I was around helped a lot too. But anyway, so just to be more open to experiences and people, and then understanding that life can't be perfect. I'm still struggling with that. Like, I just like things to go. It isn't, and not to go my way. It's just that if I want to be good at something,
Hmm.
or mm, do I want things to go my way?
Yes.
Yeah, I do. I mean, in the sense of like, you just want it to go as
It's
again planned. I
planned,
guess it
like
goes back
you
to what I've
putting
been
time
telling you.
into it. You want it to go as planned.
Yeah. So, and that's just being spontaneous again. So I guess I wrote the same thing twice. And then also I would tell my 18-year-old self to develop and maintain a relationship with God. Like that's the number one relationship. I really wish because there were moments when I felt that relationship, but it just would fizzle so fast
Yeah.
in college. Like I wasn't really in tune like I am now. And it's crazy that I don't even know how to live life.
Lord.
In a sense of like, I wasn't guided by nothing. Like, I don't even know. It was just like, the only thing that really guided me for 4 years was a syllabus or what's that thing called? The catalog. Like, that's it.
Yeah, to know what classes
That's
you
it.
need to
That's the
take.
only way I really kind of moved about, but I didn't really have no guidance.
Very true.
So,
That set up your whole year.
yeah.
Years.
4 years. I
Very
gave to a
true.
catalog, not God.
I'm so go ahead with the gym. Just drop it. Gave to a catalog. Ruled my life.
Yeah, it sure did.
It's true.
And then lastly, I would encourage myself to be, a little bit more silly because I want to be silly. I love to be silly actually, but I don't know. I just thought I was so judgmental of people. I thought they were judging me. Seriously.
It's crazy how we set ourselves up.
We set ourselves up.
We be so in our head. We just set ourselves up
Yeah.
so much. That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Because other people probably not paying no mind,
Nothing. They
no
don't care
attention,
at
but we
all.
just so stuck.
Yeah, people looking at me. They care about me so much. No, they don't.
They
really don't.
They just living their lives.
I would hope so.
But it's really good that you realize that.
Oh
though.
yeah, I'm so happy I did. And that was a part of, and so it kind of goes into also letting go of my ego, because the ego was driving me to behave the way I was, like but it's really a protection thing. I was trying to protect myself, but at the end of the day, like no one really can hurt me, because if I know myself and I like myself, then it's not really much you can do at that point. So say what you want, do what you want. Doesn't matter to me. So, but yeah, that's the advice I would give to my 18-year-old self. I know it's a mouthful. But...
You were just making me think, because we've talked about it a couple times before, just about like like me being the Aries and how I process things. Yeah. And I just try to be a little bit reflective. It may be too much, but I did start thinking like, am I processing this? Because I heard someone talk about it and they said, well, if you process everything internally, then you process it like I'm going through it twice. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that's a lot of energy to give something over you twice. And I'm like, so am I doing this? Is it hurting myself? I was thinking about the end of my head when you said that. So that's something I actually need to work on for 30. Yeah. Because that's how I just handle stuff, and it just works better because I'm like, oh, I done worked through this and figured it out, and now we can move forward. But I might be doing double work, and I don't need to take that into 30.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. But you didn't really kind of break down like how your process works, but can I try explaining?
Yeah.
Okay. So what Sierra will do is let's say there's an issue. She'll just keep to herself about it and try to reflect on it about another individual internally. And that's just how she kind of went about life. And then not to say you wouldn't bring it up, but it's just like, so I'm assuming you would bring it up if you felt like you needed to after you reflected. But what's interesting is because you never brought it up, you don't know if you ever needed to bring it up or not. I know it might sound, you know what I'm saying? Because it's you like, oh, it's cool. But really it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Because you never talked to the person about it to really hear what they have to say, because that's just your own opinion.
So that's how, so I get what you're saying, because I can see that, and I'm taking that in, right? So I'm gonna process that. But what I'm doing, is taking in all the information and making my own judgment. Like I don't need anything else. Like I've decided I don't need to see anything else.
Oh goodness.
I don't need to see anything else. Like I've got enough. I done stacked up enough information to where I've got it. I'm going to process it. Then it's going to actually happen. So I already decided like how I feel about it now. I mean, good or bad, but that's what happened. So then the only downfall is that like you still got to kind of process it or go through with that actual person in real life now. So yeah, I hear. we we growing and glowing over here. I
Yeah.
hear it. But no, that would actually be something I need to just think about the way I'm processing stuff, just to get out of your head a little bit because you thinking about it, coming to conclusions don't make it fact.
Yeah, exactly.
Got
That's
it.
key. And then, did you want to? Since I feel like I've been talking.
Oh yeah, so for 30, because that was something I just thought about when I heard
Yeah.
you know what you had to say. But
Yeah.
for 30, I just wrote down that I want to first of all, I want to be hashtag perfect. And that's because I am really
Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. This is too much
because
for me.
I just need to be at not even I don't want to say content because it seems like that's just like a basic line. Like I
Yeah,
just
okay.
really want to achieve all of these things
I'm sorry.
personally and professionally by 30 because I'm tired of trying to achieve shit. I've been doing that my whole 20s. Think about it. You've been doing your entire 20s like keep waiting for shit to be done to add up to the I'm very tired of it. I'm not bringing that into 30. So that's why I wrote down I need to take action. So I want to right now start working on things that I want to grow into fruition by 30. I've been aware 2020 has been good to me so far. I am working on these things. Hopefully there'll be habits and lifestyles by the time I'm 30 so I don't have to keep working on it, right? So that way at 30 I can just be I keep choosing these words that sound so bad. I was going to say settled. Like I don't want to be settled, but I just want to be again just content and into something. Not striving for something. No, I need to be like there and happy with it and still growing and building and evolving. But it's like, yeah, I'm tired of I need to realize like before 30, I need to decide if I'm gonna be having children. Like I can't be still like
trying to, on a fence.
On a fence, no more time for fences at this point. Like I need to know that children are in this now because when 30 hit, I feel like that 5-year plan is gonna be real because for children, we only got like 5 years left. So with five like not scary years, right?
Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's like
that's not fair. Like anything in
it's
the word,
not. It's not
wise,
fair.
Like,
it's not.
Disgusting. But anyway,
yeah, so I need to think like, am I going to be settling here? Right. I don't need to be doing this at 37. Like I can't do this at 38. Like we could. I'm sure I will. I may have to, but the plan is just to be a little more settled. But people, I've been hearing some stories. I've been getting excited about 30s because they say just all of these positive things happen at 30.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna embrace it, but I definitely need to just take some action right now. Yep. And that's the thing that Sierra struggled with at 28 and at 18. Yeah. you know. Jazz and I just don't do homework. It's an issue. But it's a bigger issue because it's the procrastination thing that's just is a part of my life now. I've done embraced it, which is even worse. But it's cool. So action right now. That's my biggest thing. Yeah. That way I'll be hashtag perfect.
You know what's interesting? I don't want to. If you still have more to say, I want you to. Okay. So when you just mentioned the whole procrastination thing, which is good because it kind of segues into what I'm doing now. Okay. You know, so the advice I would get to my 30-year-old self is definitely make sure that I meditate faithfully. I've probably said this before, but meditation is good for me because it teaches you to observe things. It could be within people, within yourself, whatever. To notice it, acknowledge it, and process it. It gives you time to just like reflect, like real reflection. Like anyway. So when you mentioned procrastination, that was one of the meditation topics, and it just basically was stating how procrastination really is another word for fear.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then getting to the root of, why you're fearful of that. And like, cause for myself recently, I realized I was fearful of being great. Like, I just know I'm gonna be great. I am great. And it's scary to think that that's you. Like, and you know the work that goes into it
Yeah.
too.
So,
It's like that's a lot of work, but it's just like, but you're great, so it doesn't
see,
really
my
matter.
thing is always, well, it's been the opposite. I don't know subconsciously, but it's been the opposite because I'm like, I'm gonna be great, but it's just gonna be easy.
Oh, okay.
It's just, and that's with everything because I'm great.
Yeah, it could be easy for you.
So it's just gonna be easy because
Is that what you truly think, though?
I know that's how I've lived my life for 28 years.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. So it's crazy. I don't know, like something about being like optimistic and positive all the
Yeah.
time. It fucks with you a little bit. It might not be the healthiest thing. It might
People
not be
say that.
because I mean, but you really celebrate the highs,
Yeah.
and then these things where I'm not great is like I'm never like acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Procrastination. Like it's like I'm not really acknowledging because in my
that's
mind I really
interesting.
keep thinking I'm gonna be great, but I do actually have to like make some steps and some plans
Yeah.
to be great. And I'm not at that part yet. That's where action comes into play.
Okay. That's
Cool.
interesting. That's
Because I'm not
okay.
scared to be great. Like I just think I'm
Yeah.
great. And I'm supposed to be great.
Okay.
And everything was meant like then when it's so funny, just
Mhm.
aside.
Yeah.
Because like I really be thinking about the stuff that like I've been through. And even like with work and stuff, like if I think about it now, it's like this cool little story. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, like how did this just happen? I didn't work for it all. But I'm like, oh, it's because I was
Great.
destined to be great. I swear, I just feel like I'm not even being crazy. Like I'm not even being rude. It's like I'm like it's because I just know I've been blessed. Like
no,
that's
seriously,
it.
That's
And I
really
really
what it
carry
is.
that like that's like my real
Seriously.
connection with God.
Yeah.
I'm laughing about it, but it's like no, I just do know I've been very blessed.
Yeah.
And it's because my life has been very humble. But yeah,
No.
this summation is that I'm great.
I love it. Like
I don't know.
I love it. I really do love it, but then I love it even more because I just think about your son. The air. It's like y'all a trip.
We're cool people.
You are.
We just-
I'm not saying you
We're
aren't.
just like this fun little bunch.
We're just like this fun little
I'm
bunch.
telling you, it's refreshing.
Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, I want to keep the same energy. I'm not trying to sound like that, but I can't help it. I just can't.
Okay.
I believe it. I really do, guys. It's just Sierra.
I don't know how else to. I'm trying. I'm
I've seen
literally
this.
telling you, like
Oh
you
my
know
God.
my life, but I keep telling like, oh, it worked out great. Like I don't know.
It's so
It's
funny.
been tough.
Like when you were 18, like that mindset, it never left, which is not a bad thing. I was like,
It's
man,
the child that
Sierra
survived.
really. I swear she's great at everything. Whether she is or she isn't,
That is
she's
recorded.
great at everything.
Hold on. Whether I am. Hold on. What kind of compliment was that? No. Whether she is or she isn't.
Well, I'm so saying, like,
She's great. I'll
so
take it.
some people
She's
don't.
great at everything.
Some people can accept the fact that, like,
Hold on. Guys, we gotta take a break.
I'm not.
Conversation is not going where I thought it was.
Oh, no. I'm just saying. It's a compliment. Let me say that it's a compliment because seriously, because most people will say, you know, something. Please, I'm not thinking. It's not funny. I'm just, and I'm gonna use a different example.
Most people will be what? Tell
Like most people, like they might try knitting.
I don't like you.
No, I'm just saying people will try knitting and they're not good at it, so they'll stop. For not whatever reason, but Sierra's like so.
I'm a knitter.
Yeah, you whatever you want to be. Like you're a dancer. Like Sierra can do it all.
Done. I don't like.
Can.
I
Well,
do
I'm just
have
saying that-
natural rhythm. I don't know. I can really hear beats like natural rhythm, but
No,
okay.
But you see what I'm saying? Like whatever she thinks she can do, she can. Like.
Because it's like, what standard am I up against?
Let me say, but seriously, it is really a good thing because this is what it kind of can tie into. If anyone's ever read Think and Grow Rich, you know that even if you haven't done it, like the concept of an airplane, I mean, it was never done before, and they kept trying and trying, but that's the whole thing. Like, eventually you really could do it. If you put your mind to it, if you really wanted to know how to do it, you can. And that's what everyone's goal should be. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. That's the goal. Because everybody doesn't think like that. Like, some people say, you know what, I'm done. Like, this is not for me. Like,
Sierra don't give up. She's going to try it.
Yeah. So
even if it's not for her.
A prime example is like cooking.
I don't like. First of all, I don't even tell people I don't cook anymore. Let's talk about.
You tell them you can cook.
No, I just tell them about the dishes that I can prepare.
But Sierra has not known. It's okay though. But it's fine. A lot of people in the same boat. Stop laughing.
Why are we in the same boat?
Sierra. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's fine.
She never
Sierra
stops trying.
Cook. Exactly. But she hasn't stopped trying. She's gotten better over all these years. That's really good.
I know. That's actually
a lot of people would stop. Because it's like, I'm not good at it.
Well, I have to figure out how to make sure I can survive.
That's good.
I gotta
I'm
find
glad
you. But I'm definitely a chef, guys. I'll be showing more of my cooking soon. So look out for it.
I mean, really, as I'm really thinking about it more and more, I'll try it now. Because at one point I wouldn't either. At one point in life, I just...
Okay, that was 18-year-old Sierra. Yeah. 28-year-old. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. 28-year-old Sierra is trying new things. I listen to instructions a little bit more.
That was probably the real issue.
It really was. I don't read, y'all. I'm going to stop saying I don't read. I should put that down for 30. I love to read. I'm changing the whole narrative.
Yeah.
Because, I hate reading. Just don't even read the instructions. Like, they're right there for me. Just missing out on stuff. But it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
And then, and then I have, going back to just what I would tell my 30-year-old self, remember to always be grateful and thank God. Because like I said, I feel like, being 18 all the way through 27, like I just didn't consistently, have that relationship with God. And I can see how, I mean, we know it's beneficial, but like when you in it, it's like, I can't ever leave this space. Like I never want to leave this space again. Like it's just too good. Like I want to keep it up. And then I have
really beautiful
practice being resilient. And that's going back to you. Like, if you really, obviously the first time might not work out. Like, it's okay. So, I mean, just keep at it. Eventually it'll come.
That's it.
Yeah. Like, I keep, and one thing that's helped me really think about it, I was talking to Rich, and I was like, all this time, like, my hair has been an issue.
Yeah,
all this
time. Hair is popping right now, too.
And it never used to do
that. Does it feel like it's like,
yes,
it looks like it's a whole style, it's shape, it's gorgeous. I know. You just didn't give up.
Years. But you would think 5 years you should give up.
Nope.
I wanted to go back to the creamy crack so bad. But I consistently knew what I wanted on my vision boards. All my vision boards since 2018 have had natural hair. I promise you. And then finally, it finally happened. I was like, this is crazy. And then it was like a small, or people might not think of it any type of way, but I'm like, that really means a lot. Like, I really wanted this. And it finally happened. I was like, thank God. So that's just an example. But I do want to practice being resilient. Patience. Woo. I need to be way more patient. I thought I was a patient person. I'm not. I'm not patient.
I think I'm a really patient person.
You probably are. Yeah.
I kind of let people just be. I'm just I'm chill enough to where because I know I'm late. I know I know I'm behind deadline. Like, that's why I think I'm I'm very understanding when it comes to.
Yeah. And I can't even really almost give an example. It's just that, like, I just need to be patient. Like, I'm just
it's something you can work on.
Yeah, it's just something I really would need to work on, and it kind of ties in with being resilient in that sense. Like,
it's gonna come.
It's gonna come. Exactly.
Got it.
And then I stole yours, and just always taking action. That's the key to life. Like, and let me say this, I know it's almost like a sermon at this point, but seriously, but like people, you should know. I mean, whatever your relationship is with whatever it is, I call it God. You know, he's here to help. So even though it's scary to kind of step out and do it, especially if you've never done it before, you don't know how which way it's going to go. I don't know, like if you think about to all a lot of good memories and moments in your life, think about the totality of that whole experience and how you got there. Was it really always good? Think how you got there. So it's just like the moment you take, for me, action, like he just guides you along the way. Like it's crazy. It's you know, like when you have Moses and how the Red Sea was parted. Like that's fucking crazy, but that's literally life. Like that's how God works. Like stuff that you would never think could happen. You're like, oh my, what? Oh, I didn't even know this was a possibility. I didn't know I could, you know, the waters could be parted. I didn't know that. It's amazing. So yeah, but yeah, I just really hope. I don't hope. I know I'm gonna keep it up. I know I'm gonna keep it up.
Yeah, you will.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Did you have? Were you thinking of anything you wanted to add at all?
No, I will say, even though I don't, I'm embracing 30 at this point. I will say that. Because I'm just excited. Just like, if we're talking about 10 years from where I was at 18 to right now, like so much growth, so much. Like personality wise, just my mindset completely different. So much growth in those 10 years. So I can't, I'm not excited. I'm embracing 30. I will say that.
That's a good word.
So I'm embracing because I just really want to see what's gonna happen. Like that's the only thing. Like I just want to see who I'm gonna be at 30.
Yeah.
And what other accomplishments I'll have.
Exactly. 30. I have the same sentiment. Like it's because now I'm excited about being 29 too now.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm actually excited about 29.
One more year. I'm about to say, and then I'm like, I got this whole year. That's why I'm thinking like, oh no, I have a whole year because a year's a long ass time. It is a long time. So we have a whole year to prepare for 30. Yeah. To turn up, to like see some shit, do some shit. Like so much can happen in this year. It's like
no joke.
Anything you want to do, like make sure you can probably squeeze it in this year. So I'm excited for 29. I'm definitely excited for 29. I'm embracing 30. That's my mantra. Excited for 29 and embracing 30.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So, no more to add because
I'm already.
I don't want to end this again, and you're like, "Oh, she's ending this."
No, you love ending things abruptly.
I do because I don't know what to say sometimes.
But no, I just think that it's good that we reflected. And it's also good. It's good that we reflected because we can see the growth that we experienced for this year, and now we can be intentional because we did not talk about being intentional.
Oh yeah, I mean that is very important. I mean that's the key to everything.
Everything, yeah. We're just being
with life. Like, I'm gonna refer y'all to Beyonce.
Not Beyonce.
I'm serious. Like this girl, I believe her. She said she knows everything that goes on with her business. Like, to the sequence in the dress. I believe her. She's that intentional. Like, everything matters. Like, seriously, everything that you do matters. Like, what you're subjecting yourself to every morning when you wake up, the people you surround yourself with, the job that you're in, everything that you do matters. Like, it's crazy that it matters so much.
We were talking about that a little bit offline when I was telling Jasmine just I've been looking at my screen time usage and it was alarming this week. And it really showed me that I'm not being intentional with my days. Yeah. The fact that I spent over 3 hours, 4 hours on social media in a day, like when I really think I'm the most busiest person in the world, I don't have time to do anything. Right. But I had 4 hours, I made 4 hours in a whole day to be on social media. So I definitely have to be like super intentional about just everything for right now until it becomes a habit and natural and I am really like engaged in everything about my day and everything I'm doing because I'm like, oh, I gotta go to work, so in those 8 hours, that's just accounted for work. I'm on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that time, so I'm not really being intentional. But
Right.
it's other things I can be doing when I have some downtime at work.
Right.
Like that's what I gotta focus on.
Yeah, and it's like once you acknowledge it and write down a plan and stick to it, that's it. And it's life changing. That's what's so crazy
Yeah,
once you become intentional.
so simple. I remember you came to the conclusion about Nike, just do it. Like you just have to do it.
Yeah, they're
Like
right.
just like they said, like that's it.
That's it. That's really what it comes down
Nothing
to.
else to it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Like it's so simple.
It is. But you know
But
what?
it's not.
It's exactly. And I was going to say it's not though, really, because like even in comparison, because I've been journaling
Mhm.
and I haven't been as consistent as I want to, but I acknowledge that it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself down for not doing it. Just do it.
Just do it.
But the thing is, it's just like life is there as well. So you have influences of the environment, people, food you eat that affect all of that. But
It
that's
does.
again like the more intentional you are with your whole life, like
Yeah.
what you eat, exercising, all that, it becomes easier because
Yeah.
like everything's supposed to go and flow a certain way. But it's not easy. It's not easy, but just and sometimes and that's what I wanted to that kind of went into the being resilient, like understanding that you are a human being.
Mhm.
There might be a month where you just aren't, doing what you're supposed to be doing. And the thing is this, it's not a bad thing. Like you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, restarting is not a bad thing.
Yeah,
You
it's
just
okay.
gotta make
But
sure you.
sometimes we're really hard on ourselves, or at least I am.
Yeah,
And,
and especially you don't do something for a day, and it's like,
Mhm.
dang, I didn't mess up this week.
Yeah.
Like
This is like, did I?
just turned into no. It's like you mess up a day,
Yeah.
jump back in. But no, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, let's just start over Monday.
Yeah.
Like,
But I don't know why we do. We should just
yeah,
start saying,
start.
let me start.
I did say that for
now.
like when I mess up like with eating, like
Mhm.
because especially at work, someone was just bringing donuts.
Yeah.
This lady brought in 2 cakes. I'm like, how could I plan for that? Like, right? So then I'm talking to myself like, Sierra, you deserve to be happy and then eat the cake.
Yeah, eat the cake.
So, but I swear, like, I normally would be like, well, that's just it. Like, we should restart next week. Like,
Yeah.
no, I just went to the gym. So I was
Exactly.
very proud of
That's
myself.
really good.
But I definitely ate both of the cakes.
Yes,
Yes,
it was
I
good
did.
though.
That's probably how I got sick because we kept all touching the same knife, picking up cakes in the whole office.
People coughing.
That cake was so
doing all types
delicious,
of
though.
stuff.
It was worth it. But
Was it?
probably not. Probably not.
Seriously.
But yeah,
But
we're
yeah.
growing.
Yeah, we are. And hopefully, this conversation was good for you guys as well. And still, feel free to comment and let us know like advice that you would give yourselves too. Don't forget, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at We Should Have Recorded That for both platforms. YouTube, we're on YouTube. Oh yeah, so we're on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and then there's one more. I think it's Breaker.
Yes.
Breaker. Yeah. So
yeah, you can listen to us at a lot of different places, guys.
exactly. So whatever is convenient for you. But yeah, like I said, please don't forget to go ahead and follow us on social media and make sure you comment because we want to have a conversation with you guys. Yeah.
I think this is a really good conversation, Jordan, because even if you don't care about what we say, you can be reflective for yourself. Like, do some self-work, self-care.
Exactly.
And you made it this far, so thanks.
Exactly. So, all right, guys, until next week.
Bye.
Bye.